We have said that a group of the materialists have coercively made use of the issue of unpredictable occurrences of calamities and difficulties which occur in the life of human beings as an excuse to deny the justice of the Creator and sometimes to deny even the existence of God. Now we will continue the discussion of the previous lesson. 3. A human being is nurtured through facing difficulties. We again repeat that we should not create difficulties for ourselves. But, at the same time, it often happens that difficulties increase our willpower just like iron, which is strengthened when placed in hot, smelting pots. In the smelting pot of difficulties, we become experienced and more persevering. War is basically not good, but sometimes a difficult and long war causes the abilities of a nation to blossom and transforms dispersion into unity, and quickly makes up for our falling behind. A famous Arab historian says, "The blossoming of civilization has appeared throughout history in various parts of the world. It followed a country being attacked by a powerful foreign country being awakened and mobilizing their forces. Of course, reactions to difficulties are not similar among all people and all societies. One group falls into despair, weakness, and pessimism and reaches a negative conclusion. But there are individuals who have the right attitude when faced by these difficulties and are stimulated, mobilized by them, begin to move, and they are filled with excitement and enthusiasm. But because in such situations, many people judge by what appears on the surface, they only see the bitterness and difficulties and ignore the positive and constructive effects. We do not claim that all bitter events have such effects in a human being, but at least some people are in this way. If you study the life of geniuses of the world, you will see that almost all of them suffered difficulties and great misfortunes. There are fewer people who are raised in comfort and luxury who have shown themselves to be geniuses and who have arisen to a high position. A good commander of an army is a person who has seen a difficult and long battle. Their economy. Genius are people who have fallen into difficulties in the economic market. Great politicians are those who have passed through hard and difficult political struggles. In summary, we can say that the difficulties and anguishes which human beings bear nurtures them. The Holy Quran says, "It may be that you dislike a thing, and God brings about through it a great deal of good." 4. Difficulties cause one to turn back to God. In the previous discussions, we have seen that, little by little, our being has a goal or purpose. Our eyes are for a purpose, our ears are for a purpose. Our heart, brain, and nerves each have been created for a purpose. Even our fingertips have a philosophy behind them. Thus, how is it possible that our total being be without a purpose? At the same time, for the completion of this task, one must look every once in a while at one's sins, and one's transgressions must be shown or pointed out. In facing difficulties and following God's commands, one becomes familiar with one's ugly and evil deeds and will turn back to God. It is here that a part of the difficulties and unforeseen events are, in reality, divine blessings. The Holy Quran says, "Corruption has appeared on land and sea because of the deed that the hands of men have earned, that God may give them a taste of some of their deeds, in order that they may turn back from evil